All right, so yeah, it's recording now.
Appreciate that.
Basically, I have these numbers plotted, these odd flat numbers plotted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks something like this. So yesterday we caught this trade, and I actually got out too early. So
You got too early. Damn.
yeah, so don't get me wrong. I know because sometimes, like I say, I like to sometimes plot a Fibonacci. So you see, he has flat, odd, flat, and then 900
Mm-hmm.
flat. We already are in a downtrend, right? You see, we're pushing up under this 11 and up under this 9. So I would draw a fib as if like we're going to continue down. So it'll be from top to bottom.
I see that.
So now you see, and
Test
then
the 50.
I spoke about it in some of my recent other videos. See how I tested 50, and then also if I'm looking for a continuation out as soon as it start to break up under this 38, I'm looking to take the
Mm-hmm.
sell. So the whole
Oh,
time,
so now when it breaks under the 38, you enter
yeah.
instead of the top in the 50.
I think we missed the 50 yesterday. So we missed the 50, but I seen, that would have been a great entry because I don't get on the charts really at 6 o'clock. So
Mm-hmm.
about I was like 6:50, we was on the charts. Missed a great entry, but like when it's 7 o'clock, I was looking for a continuation. Overall, my bias, just playing the flat numbers, playing with the flat numbers, my overall sell that I was looking for, that I'm expecting is from 900 to 700, right? Even though it's
Mm-hmm.
in this range, I'm looking for this sell from this area to this area because we're already in a downtrend, right? But we caught it early because if you go to who's on M1, who's on M1,
Yeah, now that I remember, I was looking at a break and retest on 900, and I think it didn't. It never touched it. That's what. Yep, right there. You see.
yeah,
You
right
see.
here,
Yep. I was exactly waiting for a retest, and it never did it.
yeah. I
So
think I
that's
I think I spoke about it in this recent video. I'm gonna take this 13 on. I talked about the 6. I mean, it's 9. So
Yeah, I actually
9,
only have the 11 and the 66, so I didn't see
yeah,
the retest or on the 66 or the level. So I was like, I'm
yeah.
not even
You
gonna get
good?
in.
You good, bro? Like
So would that
yesterday,
would be valid though?
huh?
Would that be valid though? Retest of the level, the same, basically the same thing that you. It's just that you would have entered earlier, but
Yeah.
like, okay.
So for myself, like this would have been a great entry inside this 50. And then once we start the break during the time of 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock open right here, he says this, you see it, we above the 38, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we open on this blue candle. I want to see this 38 broken, right? So it got broken right here, right? And when it
Mm-hmm.
came back to retest this 38, this was our entry.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like $10,000 or so. So boom, once it broke, we also are breaking what up under the 66 moving average. And then this 9 is pretty powerful. So once it came back, took the chances right there. Stop loss went. We was using bigger lots. So stop loss was like at 4,000. So about right there. We was just using bigger lots. So we couldn't put it at 6,000 because we would have been losing too much. But it was a great trade that we're seeing. So we put it at 4,000, and then our initial TP, right? If we're looking from level to level, even though
Yeah.
we're not at this 900 level, our TP was all the way down here for 700. See what I'm saying? Because initially, the true trade is to get in, is to sell at 900, right?
Yeah.
You see, like let's like this is why I like smaller time frames because you get to see more details. Like you was
That's
talking
a
about.
fact. I always go to the 1 minute.
Yeah, you know how you was just saying it never really truly retested.
Yeah.
It broke up under, and this was the retest. Don't get me wrong; it was a
I
strong
was
trend.
yeah, I was waiting for like a
H
more
H1
better
pullback.
yeah, better retest.
Yeah, so like H1, it don't look like it retested, right? Even on M30, it didn't look like it retest, right?
Mm-hmm.
probably M15 too as well. But
So for you on the 1 minute or whatever, it doesn't matter if it's as soon as it breaks one. Let's say one candle breaks, and the very next candle 1 minute retest, you get in.
yes, but it depends on this moving average though as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, as
So
long as the moving average is under for
yeah,
sell or on or yeah, I know what you
yeah.
mean.
So if we're up on it, I got it on. It can be the 11, but like I had. So sometimes I would have something like this. This is something that I would do as well. So I would have the 11 on higher time frames because it's very powerful. So I'm gonna make this 11. I'm gonna make it purple.
Hmm.
So you see, I'm gonna put this 11 on, but MT4 allow you to like only show the 11 on certain time frames. So I only want to see the 11 on H1 and H4 and daily if I had to. So now it's
Hmm.
gonna take it off. You see M5, M15, you don't see the purple no more, right? M30, you don't see the purple, but when I click on H1, now I can see where we at as far as the
Okay.
purple, right? So I already see that we're up under the purple on higher time frames. So I think it's just going to continue in the downtrend. Now I take the purple off because I'm already looking for us to continue in a downtrend. And like my favorite time frame as far as more details will be M1 because when I draw that fib from level to level on odd flats, you see I draw it from there to there.
Hmm.
I already know that inside this 50 to 61.8 is a selling area. Now I'm just waiting for it to break up under this 30, especially when during the time of 7 o'clock. Because when the time of 7 o'clock came, where is it at? So it says 1400 on my side. Let me zoom in some more. M1 is just good when it comes to more detail. So 7 o'clock started right here. We're still above 30. So I was either going to try to take a sell back in this area or wait for this candlestick to break up under. And once it broke, take it. Boom. Now I'm already in a trade. Another
So I'm
entry,
sorry. Go ahead.
another entry could have been at this area, right? Because overall, we looking for level to level. So another entry could have been right here, or like I spoke about it in this recent video, is that you can enter every time at this 9 pullback.
Okay.
See, I talked about it in this new video. Every time we pull back to this nine helps. Once the market starts to trend, you see it's trending all the way down.
Yeah.
It never truly broke this 9. You see what I'm saying? Until right here in this area, it started to break above this 9. But we are already in a trend. Yes, it's gonna pull back, but our TP is already down here from, you feel me, 700. So we really don't even have to worry about it. See
So
what
in
I'm
the yeah, I see that. In the event that it does not retest your 50, you no, all right. In the event that it doesn't retest your 50 and it seems like it's gonna go in
continuing?
your direction, but
Yeah,
you're gonna miss your entry, you wait for a break of 38.2
yeah.
to basically not miss the trade. That's what you basically
Yeah,
what you're
to
saying.
not miss the trade, but
Got you.
overall, the selling opportunity, because when we look at H1, the selling opportunity is we looking for, as far as the flat numbers, the
Hmm.
flat numbers, we're looking for 900 to 700. Don't get me wrong, I don't know why. I mean, don't get me wrong. Even right here would have been, I can understand why some people probably would have tried to take this buy from 900 back to 100, right?
Why? Because
And
it
plus,
tested 66.
yeah, because it touched the 66, but overall we're floating down. We're in some downtrend. Look at
Yeah,
all
when
the
I watched
pressure
that, when I
falling.
watched your previous videos, you stated that even with the EMAs, if London hasn't pushed like a
40,000.
certain amount, yeah,
Yeah, that's another
that's
reason.
exactly why I took that sell. No, I would have took the sell, but it didn't retest.
Yeah.
But
So like, yeah,
so
40,000.
that's your thought process basically.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly.
basically it. Mm.
Yeah, so the 40,000 pips would have started somewhere inside of here to there. That's why we took profit where at 700, even though it pushed for all the way down here. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, I see what you
Could have
mean.
held it, but we know that usually after 40,000 pips is made, usually reversal happen after the 40,000. But yesterday was just strong out bearish market, right? It was just a strong pullback. So when 7 o'clock started to open, I was like, okay, we're just pulling back. We just got some rejection. And you can see all these rejections from the day before. And like even yesterday, like the day before yesterday, you could have took some, some buys here, right? Took some buys out the level, go for 20,000 pips, right?
You see that? You see that retest right there on the 11 and the 9 right there?
Right here.
Yeah, right there. What time was that?
Let me see. So it's just, so 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. All right. So that would have been valid right there.
Yeah, this would have been valid. And like I say, let me show you something. Like I say, bro, I have the fib that I usually put from level to level.
Yeah. See, I use TradingView, so something with the fib settings. I gotta figure that out because I don't think my fibs is correct.
So yeah, I'll show you my fibs. But like, yeah, when a time of 7,
that's dope.
9 coming through, and especially seeing some rejection off this, boom. We just broke structure. Turn on a line chart as well. Even if you don't have a fib, even if you don't have a fib, look at the moving averages. You're above the 11 and the 9. Looking at structure, we had a market flowing down, and then we broke this. This was a lower high, right? We broke through that lower high with all this bullish pressure, right? All we did was come back down, retest that same level that we just broke through, turn back on the line chart. I mean, could back on the candlestick. So entry could have been anywhere inside of here. And then, like I said, the Fibonacci just helps out a little bit as far as trying to get a good, using the Fibonacci is just allowing you to get in at a good pullback. Instead of taking a buy up here at 30, you wait for it to get to the 50, 60. Anywhere inside this area would have been great because stop loss is going where? 6,000 pips.
All the way down there, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all the way out the way. That's still a winning trade, see? So entry would have been down here, anywhere inside of here. Even if you took it at the 50, right, and put your stop loss for 4,000, which is great because sometimes we over leverage and we put it at 4,000. But even then, like everybody else I teach, put it at 6,000, which is out the way using a 0.25 or a 0.30. You make still a lot of profit. That's $5,000 using a 0.25. Even though you would have to wait throughout the day, I mean, until the next day started, but like that's a great trade, right?
Yeah.
See the mindset? We are already above the 11. The 11 is purple, right? So all we did was come back and retest the purple. Retest.
Yeah.
We pulled a little bit down. We pushed a little bit down. Like a lot of people be asking me, like, bro, how do I get the perfect entry? It doesn't matter no more. When your risk to reward is great and you have a great area of where to enter the market and you're using a proper risk to reward, it doesn't matter. As soon as it touches this purple, boom, take the buy because we put in our stop loss. How many pips? Put in our stop loss for at least 50 pips, right? Was it touched? No. See what I'm saying?
Were you able to catch an entry today? I mean, I took an entry today. I took
nah.
It was pretty choppy.
Yeah, it was choppy. A lot of people, like, I had some cousins who took some good trades, took some sales up here. They was up 5,000 and got snatched or something like that.
Yeah, I took a retest on 900. It was like at 8:50 in the morning. Yeah. Maybe you could tell me if that was right or wrong.
You said you took it at where?
At 9. It took a break and retest on 900 buy. It was like at 8:50 in the morning.
8:50. Yeah. Today was.
If you go to the 1 minute, it'll hold on. As soon as I see it, I'll know.
950. So this is, you took it at 950 or 850?
I'm sorry, I took it at 900. Breaking retest of 900.
Breaking retest of 900.
But the trade was like at, hold on, let me check my Metatrader.
But so you know what time it was when you took it?
It was at
this day
8:54.
8:54, so 8:50. So it was after this, so around in this candlestick right here. Took it.
I mean,
Somewhere.
my TP was exactly that. It was 31,100. It never got hit. It snatched. It came down, stopped me out, and then it started to come back up again.
You on MT? What you on?
I'm on
TradingView.
I was on the one, yeah, but I was on the 1 minute. Maybe if I see it on the 1 minute, because I took it on the 1 minute.
Let me see. You said it was 850. Let's see, 850.
854.
854 is exactly this candlestick right here.
Oh no, okay. So it was a little more. Yeah, that's weird. Why did it went all the way up? I know I got stopped out. I don't know why.
How tight was your stop loss?
It was 500, same, or 5,000, same thing that you did.
So about 5,000. So I don't know why, because that's a great entry. Hold on, what was it? 554. So 54, right?
Yeah, it says 854.
854, right? So 854 was this candlestick right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up. It broke 900 and then it retested 950 because I don't want to miss it. I think it was 950.
So
I think I took the entry at 39.50.
So you took it over here. You see what it says
I
now?
believe so. Hold on. Can I send you a? I don't know if you could. Can I send you a screenshot?
Yeah,
On Instagram? You could take a look at it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
even
so.
if you took it at 950, this would have been a great trade.
See it now. 1 minute.
Today was just sloppy overall.
Yeah, that shit was all over the fucking place.
But there is a difference between Metatrader and like Trader's View and MT4. That'll be slightly different sometimes when they're looking at the charts.
All right, so it's right here. I'm just fixing it up real quick.
Okay.
There you go. All right, I'm sending you on Instagram right now.
But. Let me see.
So whenever you see it, just let me know when you get the picture so I can explain it a little better.
It looked like you had taken this around. Oh, because you held it to. Yes.
So if you look down at 3,900, it broke. So the yellow is the 66, the red is the 11, but the purple's 200, so it doesn't matter. So I was looking at the 11. I saw it was pushing up. It kept testing the 11.
Yeah.
But I was waiting for a retest on 900, but it kept pushing up. So I was like, all right, so let me wait for a break of retest on 950 at least. And that's what I did. And then obviously it came up, somewhat, and then it completely stopped me out.
Yeah. So this is, and I'm not gonna say the I-50 strategy doesn't work because it's literally legit. It just didn't get to 150. You see how it came to 100?
Yeah.
That's why I made that second video just explaining how more of a sense direction is happening at these odd flat numbers. So the true trade could have been somewhere from here to there for the 20,000 pips. You took the trade. So your trade was somewhere around, I forget, it was somewhere around here, which is, a good amount of pips, but the true 20,000 you was looking for was at the.
Yeah.
So yeah, it did push back down. That's and it's just practicing, bro. Like I say, I plot the odd I applied odd flat numbers because it helps with me a sense of direction. Could you take trades at it? Yes. Like even here, you could have took, a good sell. But yeah, that's the reason why you was stopped out, because it didn't get to 150, right? Because you was looking for it to go to 150.
Mhm.
But
I
yeah,
got a question. How would you? I feel like my problem is the sense of direction. I feel like
try.
you're like following what you do, like basically, for confirmation. I don't think that's difficult. I feel like getting a sense of direction, I feel like it's my problem. So I don't know how would I.
Start using the odd. First of all, start using odd flat numbers, right?
Okay.
And a sense of direction. Don't get me wrong, nobody in America or nobody in the world can really truly tell you what the market is going to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go, and I'm not sure if I spoke about it or not. Sometimes I go to the daily, or sometimes I don't really need the daily. I just go to H1. So let me see. So H1, let me see. I want to show you a perfect example. It's been sloppy. Even if you go to the daily, look at all these wicks back and forth.
Yeah.
A lot of consolidation. I'm gonna show you on H1. So look, on a daily, when you get one blue, right,
Mm-hmm.
going up, I'm expecting for this next blue to go, this next candlestick, right, to go where? Up, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're looking at just this, you don't see red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, blue. You see red, 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 blue. Even though this is a red candlestick, it went up blue. So I consider that as blue. Blue. Then you get red, red, and then you get blue, 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 blue. So if you really like truly lock in and see what's going on, when this one closed red, this wick goes back inside of this body, finds an area, and usually it's about 50%. Sometimes since it's been so choppy, it went just above, it went all the way above. But it will find some area, and when it finds some area inside the body, usually 50%, it will push back down to go where? If this was red the day before on the daily, we expected for this to go where? Red as well.
Down again. Do you use
Yeah.
fibs to confirm that retest on
Yeah,
the daily?
you can. Don't get me wrong. You can use a fib, but like the fib was sometimes, you see how it pulled all the way back up? It pulled all the way back up to 100%. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. What day is this? So we can try to zoom. I just used the day. I used the daily for overall direction. Like today. Don't get me wrong. Yesterday, you see how it pushed all the way down and then pushed all the way up. That's bullish momentum, right?
Yeah.
So you could have just, okay. So now that I've seen all this bullish momentum, I'm looking for an area for today to push up. Could you have drawn a fib? Yes, you could have drawn a fib from wick to wick. And look where they went to inside.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, but all I want you to start seeing is that usually on a daily, if the yesterday ended bullish, the next day is gonna go back inside the body somewhere, and it's gonna go bullish too.
I see that now. Yeah.
Boom. Even on
That's
this,
just something from experience.
yes, that's just something
Just
from experience. This one ended what? Blue. So what do I expect for this next candlestick to go blue? But it has to come back inside of the body for the retest. The retest could be a Fibonacci retracement. Boom. It ain't gonna always get to the 50, but look, you see it went to the 38.
that's crazy though. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's more one of the more simple tradings. Look over here. This is just, and this is gonna help you with your overall bias. This candlestick right here ended what? Red. So I'm expecting for this one to go what? Red.
Retest.
Retest. Could you have drawn the Fibonacci from top to bottom? Yes. Boom. Went to the 30.
38. Nice.
Went to the 30. And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people wait on these pullbacks. Is it always going to go to the 50 or 61.8? No, I like taking it at the 50 or 61.8 because that's a good pullback, right?
Mm.
38 is just the same. A 23 is nothing. A 23 is just a continuation. I really can just delete the 23. You don't really need it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you really want to pull back to the 38, 50, or 61.8. So if the market is this will help you taking bad sales, out the blue in this area, right? We have to go back inside the body to either the 38, 50, or 61.8. Right. Boom, that's a good sell. But you'll get days like this. We went outside of on top of the body for like fake outs. You see how we went past the body up here.
Yeah.
But like,
but if you did a fib,
yeah,
it would have still hit 61.
Yeah, it still hit 61, went a little bit past 61.
Yeah.
But overall, my bias still stays the same. It's not going to switch. That's just helping me with my overall bias. If it's red, I'm looking for sales. Even if it's all the way up here, I'm looking for, remember how I showed you wait on some breaks up under, 61. I showed you how to wait on a break up under the 38. Same things. You wait on breaks, especially during the time of New York. Wait for some of these 50s and 61.8s to get broken, even though we're all the way up here. Or like it could have been during the time of London, right? We don't know. Like we can zoom in and see let's see. So this day was February 21st, right?
It might take a while.
I know, we good. We right here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, so look, February 21st. This is February 21st. This is the, the top of the wick, bottom of the wick the day before. A good selling entry, a good selling spot would have been somewhere inside of here. But we only trade US30 during the time of 7 o'clock. So yeah, we probably would have missed this trade because it happened during London, right?
Yeah.
Because when this is the opening of, it's that 7 o'clock in the morning, New York time, we're not near no Fibonacci at all. So this is when different, that's like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years straight. I never joined nobody else's course. I learned by experience by losing so much money in the market. But like, you have to have a few styles of different types of trading.
And that's why you do all those different videos, right?
Yes, that's why I make so many different videos, because every day is not going to be. If every day was the same, I'd be a billionaire and won't even be.
That's a fact.
Everybody would be a billionaire if everything was the same. But I would say there's about 6 to 8 different styles that you probably need to know. Could one style work? Yes, one style could work, like the I-50 could work, which does work, but every day is not going to always work. Like you see how you took that buy from 950 and you was looking for it to go to 1.
Yeah.
But it stopped where? At the odd flat number, right? That 100 level.
So based on what the market tells you, you choose what style you're going to use for the day.
Yeah. So like something like this, I probably would have been, done, because a good entry would have been somewhere up here to sell it down if we're looking for the continuation. This has already happened during the time of London, London is not a bad time to trade US30. It just sometimes I leave it alone because most of the time London can just consolidate or shoot fast in one direction, come back and retest it, and then go back. Like I leave London alone when it comes to US30. But could you have got on the charts in London? Yes. Once I need to see at least one bearish candlestick. I see bullish, bullish, bullish. Nothing is telling me to sell. Even though we're inside this 50, I'll wait for something like this.
You still use trend lines?
I don't use trend lines. That's the whole point of me having like these moving averages. These moving averages. They're basically my trend line. So yeah, man.
No, that daily thing though, that kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
Yeah,
that fib on the daily, that was pretty good.
Yeah, daily on the like it happens over and over. When you got this blue, it has to go back inside this body. So you shouldn't even be trading until it gets back inside this body. And once it gets back inside the body, boom, take it. And you know if this one is gonna go blue, what does it have to do? It has to go above that high of yesterday. So you can kind of hold the trade. So once you get this trade inside of here, you can hold it longer than this. You see, yesterday it closed up here, or that was the high for yesterday. This one got to go blue. It got to go above that. So you could have been holding it for more.
You could literally stack buys and sells every single day. Like look at that bearish shit in the left. You could have literally just stacked sells. the whole
Bro,
freaking week.
that's the whole point of trading, bro. A lot of people just don't see it, but I could tell you see it because you got some experience in the market. Like
Yeah, I've been trading
trading,
since January of 2021, but I haven't really gotten nowhere. I mean, I made money, but
it's
for the
cool.
most part, I
They
lost.
say, bro, they say it takes 5 years for someone to truly learn it. So you're not wrong. You're not late, and you making the right decisions by learning now and investing in
Yeah.
yourself to learn from someone who has been doing it, right? So this one pulled back inside the body, went to the 38, which looked like because you don't really want it to pull all the way back to the body, right? If it pulls, let's zoom in a little bit. I want you to see this. So this candlestick right here ended bearish. So when this one opened up, we expecting for this candlestick to go what? Bearish as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see a pullback all the way almost to the top. Yeah, sometimes like the day before you see it pulled like this day, messing with this day, it pulled all the way back to the top and then fell, which means bullish had to come in the market in order to get it back up there, right? So we don't really, on this day, we don't really want it to pull back to the 50, right? Because the 50 is low key right here. We're looking to take a sell. If it pulls back to the 50, that means bullish had to get in the market in order to get
38 would have been better.
38 would have been
Right.
a good selling area, bro. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it did touch it.
Yeah, so it touched 38 and failed. That's where we would have been looking to take that sell. We don't want it to get to the 50 because that means bullish momentum will have enter the market.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
yeah, that by itself helps with overall direction. You feel me? And then, like I say, the odd flats. So another thing is this. Sometimes using just the numbers. I'm gonna stay away from this. This is sloppy. US30 just been sloppy. It's just been
Facts.
because it's inflation, all this wars and presidents and stuff, and it's been crazy. But like, let's see. So say for instance, another thing that I could do, or sometimes I look for. So we got the bullish, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can start. If I'm looking for this candlestick to go bullish as well, right? After it, you can start plotting out either the
Key
flat
level.
numbers, so 500, or you can do odd 50s. But like I said,
Oh.
I prefer the flat numbers, right? So now it's just more confirmation, right?
Yo, that's crazy because let's say right there 500, right? Let's
Yeah.
say that was 500 right there. You would basically decide what level you're gonna take the buy from. Like
Yes.
which
Exactly.
level you're gonna that's crazy.
Exactly. And then like say for instance, if I did miss this 500, I'm already expected for this candlestick to go bullish, right? Because yesterday was bullish. So say for instance, if I missed a good entry at 500, I would have to see a break of 700, right? Because it has to break above yesterday's high. So I
Mm-hmm.
need to see some momentum as far as like a break above 700. And once it give me that break above 700, I already know that I can then take that buy and just ride it.
Mm.
But I already know that if this wants to continue to go and bull, like if it stays, look at it as just a game, bro. Like as a game. This one ended blue. I'm looking for this one to go blue. Now I have another confirmation of key areas of where I like to push from. So I'm either taking buys from here or I'm taking buys from there. See what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But now it's just making sure that I'm using a proper risk to reward, or you can go down to smaller time frames. Um, Dang, I done messed up and lost the spot. You can either wait from, some moving averages to get broken. Let me see. Let's look at it. Here it is. This is perfect, bro. Pushed above.
Wow.
Pushed above, came right back to 500 level. We already know this was inside the body, right? So the body, and this is another thing. This is why sometimes I draw this rectangle around the body, because
That's a
this
zone
body,
basically.
yeah, this body, I'm gonna make it blue because it was a bullish candle, right? It It was a bullish candle, right? So now it's
Mhm.
blue. All this stuff down here doesn't matter no more. Like this stuff down.
Because then once it broke below there, your bias would have changed, right?
Yeah, if it would have broke below the body, then my bias would have been changing.
So
But
that's how you tackle like your mindset in terms of reversals.
yeah,
Like your point of validation for it to not continue bullish is for it to start breaking hard under that box.
yeah. So yeah. So but yeah, but don't get me wrong. We seen a few of them where it came all the way back, testing the 100% of the body
Yeah,
and took off. But in this instance,
it just didn't do it.
yeah. So for what I want you to see is that on a daily, where were we? On a daily, because the whole strategy is to go back, retest the body. Oh my God, I probably went too bad. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So the whole strategy is for, that daily strategy that I'm showing you with the overall bias. We usually go back inside the body. You remember I was showing you back inside the body, and it finds an area inside the body, and then continue to push higher than the high. This purple going around, going across was the high, right, from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I see the wick up here. The body, I'm on H1, but you can do it on any time frame. It started right here. So this bearish candlestick started right there. This was the last candlestick for that day. It ended right there. So now the body is from here to there. I'm looking for this next day to go somewhere back inside this body and push up from it. Could you have used the fib? Yeah, like it's all I'm doing is showing you multiple ways of how to have confirmation as far as finding the overall bias. This one was a continuation. That's why I said the 23 is strong, it's powerful. When it pulled back and can't break the 23, it's just going to continue to flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the
So
23.
you see how you drew the fib on the daily, it retested 50, but here it retested 23.
No, it's the same stuff. It's the same
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
This is what I'm trying to get your mind to see. That daily, this is daily. This is the daily. Even though we're on H1, this is still the daily. This is something that it took me a minute to understand this too, because as a new, not saying that you're a new trader, but as a new trader, you don't really think of daily. All these candlesticks are inside of one. So all 24 of these candlesticks on H1 is that one candlestick on a daily.
Yeah.
This is how you become a great trader as well, bro. By just understanding this. I want to show you some more of it. Once I can get this thing, switch colors. Make it blue. So this is blue. This blue is this candlestick on a daily. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it lighter. Make it like a light blue or something. So this blue candlestick on the daily is still the body. It's still like the fib is still the same. You see the fib is from bottom wick to top wick.
Oh yeah, right.
But it takes all this noise. You remember, like I say, the daily just takes away all those candlesticks. Instead of looking at 24 candlesticks, now we're just looking at this one big candlestick for just that one day, right? And it was bullish. So everything that was down here inside of this wick, I'm gonna change the color. Everything that was down here inside this wick doesn't even matter anymore, right? It's just noise on H1. Everything that was inside this wick, the Fibonacci is still the same from top to bottom. Now let's go back to H1. So everything that was inside of this orange doesn't even matter no more, right?
Yeah.
Because we have what? A bullish candlestick. When you have bullish, that means we're going up. So everything that's below inside that wick, this was everything, all these candlesticks that's inside this orange is that, which is inside that wick on the daily. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
We had a bullish candlestick, which means we was going up. So now on this next day, we're looking for it to go back inside this body. our key area that's inside the body will be the 500 level. We
Yeah.
also, when you're using a fib from top to bottom, we
And
have
that's also why you would take the 23
yeah,
instead of the 38 because
because
the
it's
key
38.
level,
Yep.
because the key level is within the box.
Yep. The 38 is not inside that box. So
I
it
got it.
shouldn't.
Nah, okay, I got it now.
So yeah, so it shouldn't, you see what I'm saying? It shouldn't push, because if it does, that means it would have to be 100% pullback, which is kind of dangerous, which means a lot of selling pressure is in there to get it all the way back down to here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't even want to see that. We want to see it retest somewhere inside the body and push from there and go to the 27 extension, which is our TP area.
Yeah, negative 27.
So yeah, negative 27. We don't want it to push all the way to this 38 because that'll be outside the body, which means it had to push for 38. A whole 100% retracement. You getting it, bro. You getting it. You getting it. You getting it. You getting it.
Yeah, it's just the sense of direction. That was one of the
Yeah.
main problems,
So yeah. So like I showed you, you can go to the daily, or if you understand now what I'm showing you, the daily. So we can start seeing what the daily candlestick is. This candlestick right here started bearish. So it started right
mm-hmm.
there and it ended on this last bearish candlestick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can just, and we're looking for a trade this day. So make it blue to keep you, keep your mind set that it was a bull. So now we know, and I'm gonna just verify it on a daily for you. So we already know that this candle went bullish. You see, it's just that one big bull candlestick.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're looking for this candlestick right here, this bull, to go back inside the body somewhere. So let's go back to H1. All I'm doing is showing you how to figure out what the daily looks like. So now we expecting for this day to go blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see any key areas inside this area? Flat numbers, we got the 900. Below the 900, we have 700. Do we want to see the market pull all the way back to the 700? The
No.
700 is down there. We don't want to see that. Why? Because that means it'll have to what? Pull back more than 100%, which is all the way down here at the 700.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see that. So we already know that the 700 level really don't matter anymore. So we can then take it off, or you can just keep it on there.
Could you put a line on 750 to see where it stopped?
750, where
Yeah.
750.
Oh, nah, all right, no, it's too far.
Yeah, 750 is still too far. That would have been a
All right,
still
cool.
one.
Nah, because if you would have took
Could have done
900,
950.
probably would have got a 950.
Could have done 950 or 900 flat. But like for myself, I like to use the flat numbers, right? So mine would have been like here, but like I say, I still use the Fibonacci inside of these. Let me take the 700 off.
Mm-hmm.
So we already looking for the market to push, come back inside the body during the time of Asia session. We was inside the body, got some push off of it. So now what I could have done is just draw out this fib, going from bottom to top because I'm looking for a buy. Boom. So now we just putting multiple strategies in one. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically making sure everything lines up.
Lines up. Back inside the body, and then when I draw this fib, where I draw, I like to take my trades inside of 5061.8. Yeah, you could have prayed. This is when discipline, and this is when trusting your analysis come into play, because during the time of 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we are all the way up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even take those trades because I want to take a good trade where inside of the previous day body. So when we are already up here, I would probably left it alone. But as we coming back and pulling back inside this Fibonacci as well, and now we're back inside the body, yeah, we might not be at a key area, but this is just trusting this strategy or this analysis that I have, because you see it pulled all the way back. Did it go back to 950? It didn't even get back to 950, right? Because 950 would have been somewhere right here.
Yeah.
We just came back inside this 50 to 61.8. See what I'm saying? None of these, let me show you. None of these, we're near no odd flat number. We're near no odd 50 number.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still taking that trade. Is it a bad trade? No, it's just trusting your analysis. Yesterday was ended blue. So I'm looking for today to go blue. When the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock came around, we was outside of the body, which means I don't really want to take those trades, mount. Because if I would have took a buy up here somewhere, now it pulled back, took me all the way out the trade.
Yeah.
So now it's just about being patient and being disciplined and telling yourself you don't want to take trades unless we are around inside of the body. Or, like I said, draw that fib from flat to flat. The Fibonacci is just more simple versus putting the fib from I-50 to I-50. It's more simple when you put it on I flat. So now then pull back to the 50, boom, take the trade, stop loss go 5, 6, whatever you feel me, you prefer. And then what else do we know as far as TP? What else do we know as far as TP?
Basically smacked it.
We know the next level above it is 300. So trade could have been from here to 300. And I ain't gonna lie to you, you probably would have lost it. Even if you missed that entry and you try to take it here at 100. Let me see. Nah, if you would have put it, that's why I use 6,000 pips. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because 6,000, it didn't get touched. But with 6,000, you gotta cut your lot size down. So even if you did take it at the 100 level, right? And put your stop loss for 6,000 pips, did it get touched? No. Especially after seeing it push from there all the way back up here. Once it came back to retest this 11, I might have took it myself, right? So I seen all this bullish pressure come in through this candlestick right here, and then we had a pullback back to the 11. Took it right there, put the stop loss at 6,000 pips. See, it
That makes
says
sense.
boom, that's still a winning trade, even though it pulled all the way back down to almost getting close. It's still a winning trade. TP go where? Next level, 3,000. I mean, not 300.
Do you stack entries or you take one
I
trade, one
stack
entry?
entry. When I lose trades, because I'm stacking, bro. I don't really lose trades. I can sit here and I ain't gonna say baby five, but I can sit here and do this type of trading every single day, right? Just taking trades at these levels. But for myself, I like to stack. I like to stack. That's why stacking is what caused me to become better at trading, because I ain't gonna say I got greed in my heart or got greed on me. I wanted to figure out how can I maximize my profits without being in drawdown so much. So when I do stack number, I have to be precise as hell, and my stop loss has to be super close. Like I would sometimes put my stop loss for like 3,000 pips
So,
versus.
for example, your first entry would have been at the retest at the 50 or 61 point down there, right? So obviously your stop loss would have been 5,000-6,000. Then the next one, it would have had the same stop loss as that one,
I don't.
or
So for myself, it depends. I'll probably, especially taking this entry right here, I probably would have not tried to take this second entry unless I missed this entry.
okay.
Because you got to think about it. That's in a way that's kind of being greedy to be trying to like stack. Only way I would do this is if I have a huge account. If I take this trade and it's flowing well, then I'm like, okay, I want to take some more trades. Obviously, I must have a big account because now I have to go through this series of drawdown. Or if I take this trade, say for instance, I'm using a one lot. So my
Yeah.
live account, I'm using a one lot, right? I would take this second trade with a 0.5. I don't really want to take it with I don't really want to take it with a one lot because as it's going down,
You
it's
losing money.
it's eating up that profit that I had already
That's
was.
facts.
If I cut
Yeah.
it in half, now it's pulling me drawdown, but it's not as much. It's not taking away from my profits as much as having the same lot on there, right? If I'm
Makes a
using,
lot of sense.
but like I said, bro, I have like depends on how confident I am. I could take a one lot here and another one lot there, my understanding, and depending on my, it don't even matter about the understanding, depending on your account balance, right? Because say for instance, if it would have pulled right all the way back down here for 11,000 pips, now I would have been in drawdown. I would have been losing 11,000 because I'm using the one lot, and this one would have still just been up just like $700. But since I have used the one lot here and the half a lot, now I'm only down 5,000. Like what this would probably be, even if it pulled back, I'll probably be down like $5,000 versus being down 11. But could you stack? Yes, if you know exactly what you're doing. I just would use at least half the lot that I'm already in, or smaller. I wouldn't use the same lot.
All right. Now, I never usually, I was just a question. I never usually stack. I just
Yeah,
one entry and that's it. If I lose for the day, I lost. I
yeah,
move on to the next.
yeah.
I
So
don't
one
try to stack 2, 3 entries a day because then I'm gonna blow my shit, blow my
ex-
account.
exactly, bro. And I don't get me wrong. I used to try to stack back in the day, but it doesn't make sense. Just take this good trade. We already know that the level is 100 to 300, right? We're flowing
Mm-hmm.
above these moving averages. We already seen that yesterday was a bullish, so we already expecting for it. Yesterday ended. You see, before this black line, it ended at 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the market closed right here, but we ended here at the 100 level. So the next level above that, if we expect it for this one to go bullish, the next level will be what? 300. So if you take any trade down here, you should already be targeting this 300 level, right? Because we
Mm-hmm.
we just seen if one go blue, then the second one is going to go blue. So I can maximize my profit just by holding it. Really, a lot of people stack. A lot of people stack to gain small movements, and I don't have to gain small movements no. I'm just holding it. Now I'm getting 31,000 pips. Yeah, you could
Mm-hmm.
have stacked it, but that stacking is dangerous when you have a far TP, right? Because it pull back and do wicks and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Just take that one good trade at a good entry point and let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. 31,000 pips. That's a good trade. Even if I waited, and like I said, you could have took it at just that 100 level, put your TP at 6,000 pips. Could have probably put it at 5,000, right? 5,000 is still right here. See what I'm saying? 5,000 is somewhere in here. I'm gonna put it at
Yeah. My thing is like with my confidence, I would put the stop loss bigger because I wasn't really like 100% sure about the direction. So just in case, I used to put it at 1,000.
yeah.
But now
You put it
I
at
might,
five.
yeah, I might just do that 5, 6.
Yeah,
It's
five,
like, you know,
6 is great. 5 is good. If it pushed more than 5, like I say, if it pushed more than 5, you obviously on the wrong side of the market.
that's what I've been thinking. Like,
But
why do I have to risk 1,000 when I
but
just have to know the direction? If it pushes a certain amount, I'm
exactly,
wrong.
exactly. But another thing is, which helps too, is that if I'm looking for a trade, if I already know, so like you remember how I just explained, we had the bullish yesterday. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for this one to go bullish. We let me see what I just did. I'll put this back on 100. So it ended around the 100 level, right? So we expecting for this market to go where to the next level, which would be 300, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not we using the odd flat numbers, 100, 300. So if it ended around the 100 level and we expected for it to go to the 300 level, do we truly want to take buys inside of here anyway? Do we want to take buys inside of the 100 to 300 level? No, because
Yep.
now you're putting yourself at risk of pullbacks. If anything, I'd rather take an entry out in the wild up under this 100 level, right? Looking for it to go where. So if like the conversation we just had, if I wanted to stack, I would be stacking all my orders up under this 100 level. Why? Because I'm looking for it to push from there to 300 level, like to
Yeah.
300 regardless. See what I'm saying? I don't want to be stacking all in the midst of up here, when I have when it's capable of pulling all the way back down here, right?
Yeah.
Drawdown is going to be more massive if I take it up here versus taking it down here. So like even if I did miss the 50 and I'm like, okay, I'm expecting for the true overall level to level trade from 100 to 300, you could have just been taking trades anywhere up under this 100 level, right? Even if you took it to, this purple, I don't even know where we're at, but did it get to 5,000? No. Didn't get to 5,000. Okay, let's push it up some more. Took it right there because we're expecting for the 100 to go to 300. Took it right there. Did we get to 5,000 pips? No.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you took it close to, the 100 before it even got to 100, took an early, I should say early entries. Did it get to 5,000 pips? No.
Nope.
Did it get to 6,000 pips? Definitely no. So this is just helping. And don't get me wrong, you said you struggle with overall bias, but when you're using these flat numbers, like I said, I like the flat numbers because it's for overall sense of direction. We ended near this 100 level. I know that this candlestick from the daily has to go bullish. So as we're approaching, it pulled all the way back down here, but as it's pulling back up or approaching this 100 level, I don't want to take trades up here. I want a good trade up under this 100 level. So even if we you see how we ended up here and you see it's pushing back down, I'm not nervous. I'm not saying that, okay, I might miss this. No, I want to see it break this 100. As soon as it break the 100, now I know I got a better chance of having a risk to reward when we're up under this 100 level. Let me do this. I have a better chance of taking an entry down here, even though we're breaking the 100 versus trying to take it somewhere up here at this top purple. See what I'm saying? And then put that stop loss for 5,000 pips. It's great. It's a win. We in the money. We gone. We can do the same thing for this day, the day after. Let's see. So we know from the daily, this is where the market opened at. It opened at the bottom. This blue. It closed up here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make it blue so we can know it's a bullish market. I'm gonna pull it out because we're looking for a trade during this day. I'm gonna pull it out and try to stay up. So make sure. So just about right there. Boom. Hold on. Boom. So the market open right there and it closed right there. Bullish trend. It was going up, bullish. So we expecting for this day to go where?
Bullish.
Bullish. All these candlesticks up in here doesn't matter. This wick kind of matter because we expecting for this wick to get broken so that we can make a new higher high for this day. So what could we do first? Plot out our what? Odd flat numbers.
Key areas.
Key areas, which would be 3.
That's crazy.
And then we also, since it's a big body, right, we can probably possibly get the 100 level. But do we expect it for it to pull all the way back down to this 100 level?
No.
Why?
Because by the time it pushed down there, it's either going to retest with the 100 or it's just going to go bearish.
Yeah. It's a more simple answer would be no, because that means that it would have to be a 100% pullback. So if we draw the fifth from just body to body, right? That almost came back. You see with this 100%. We don't want to see that as far as the bodies. I don't have it on the wick. I have it on just this top body to this lower body. Where's a good entry? 30%, 61%, 61.8 is right there. 50 is right there. 38 is right there. See what I'm saying? We don't want to see a pullback all the way to this 100 because we'd be close to the 100%. We don't want to see that, which means bearish selling pressure will have to enter the market. Why would we want to take buys when it pulled back 100% almost? So this 100 level doesn't even matter no more, right? I'm gonna delete this fib. So we don't want to see this. So when we say, okay, why wouldn't we want to see it get to the 100 level is because that means that sellers would have to be strong as hell to get it all the way back down there. We don't want to see that. So the level we plan around is what? 300. Now can we draw our fib from wick, bottom wick, top wick, right? what levels do we see? Yeah, we have a lot of levels. Ignoring the 23, but we have 38 down here and we have the 61. That's kind of deep inside the body, right? It's kind of deep inside the body. So
Yeah.
we don't
But
really
you
want,
already explained earlier that the
yeah.
only key level that makes sense in that blue box is the 35-100, which it retested the 23. So that
Yep.
would be basically the most valid entry.
Yep. So yep, that would, so we would have been like, okay, there's a continuation. It can, and then we already expected for it to continue since we thought it was, it is a bullish candlestick on a daily. We expected for this one to go daily. We don't really want to see this 38, pull back 38%, right? So we expected for our, regardless, like I said, it's good to have multiple. Regardless, we don't expect it to go all the way back to this 100. So the only key level will be this 300 level. So once it came back during, and look, it hit it during the time of New York. During the time of 7 o'clock, right? 7 o'clock is right here.
Yeah.
8 o'clock is right here. Are we inside the body?
Nope.
Exactly. So that means what? Patient. We only want to take trades inside of this body. So even though we're on top of this, on top of the body, that takes us from taking a bad trade, because if we expect for this to go bullish, we want to get good entries back here at the Fibonacci at least, right?
Mm.
So my first trade would have been right there at the 38, or for myself, I would have been looking to take it at these level of 300. So entry would have been right here. Stop loss would have go where? About 5,000 pips, which wasn't touched. TP go where? Now where did TP go?
Next level.
Next level. What's the next level?
30. Let me read this again. 35.5.
Yep. 35.5. Or like I said, you depending on how the Fibonacci is looking, you can trust it and look where it went as far as the Fibonacci 27 extension. See it pushed all the way from to 23. When it pushed off this 23, this continuation, that's why I call it the continuation. It's gonna go most likely past this 23 every single time. That's why most people say that 23 is just a continuation. It's just going to continue. It's a strong bullish momentum. So yeah, you could have just got your 20,000, but you possibly could have held it to the 27 extension or either farther. So I'm saying,
Yeah. So
you just practice.
yeah, so how would you tackle see the next day how it went completely bearish?
Yeah, let me see. So the next day, matter of fact, I'm gonna just delete some stuff.
It's fine.
And this is just another day before we even talk about just the bears. How many days have we been going up?
More than 3 days.
We've been going
1,
up
2, 3.
hella days. You see what I'm saying? Eventually, we know a reversal is going to happen. So let's stick to how we've been looking at the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been really floating above this 11 and 9. We've been floating above it. But let's stick to what we've been doing. So the market opened right here. We're trying to figure out what the daily was. And it closed right here. Hold on, wait. Is this candlestick up here? Because it closed right here. This was the last candlestick for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So now we want to pull it out. And just going through what we've been doing, this was bullish. So we expected for this one to go what? Bullish. Did it go bullish? No. See what I'm saying? Every day is not going to always work. But since let's look at it as if we are looking for a bullish trend, right? So if this one ended bullish, the next key area for it to pull back as far as flat numbers will be what?
Got 500. And then you got
So 500 is down there. Let's see what's on top. We got close to 700 would be at the top, which is out the way. We really don't want to see So 700 would be out the way. Let's see what's up under this 500. 300 is
300 is basically
too far up under.
yeah, too far.
So that'd be probably TP area if it starts. So basically, we just paying attention to this 500 level, right? So if we was expecting for this day to go bullish, we would have been looking for this 500 level to get touched, and then we would have been looking for it to continue to go higher, right? Breaking through this high that we had up here.
Mhm.
So that's just playing the daily game, right? We could have drew up our fib from top to bottom. Boom. Now, when I see this, so and this is just practicing with Fibonacci. I have studied this market.
Mhm.
This 23, when it goes below it, you can practice this too, bro. When it goes below it and it comes back and cannot break this 23 area, it's going to shoot all the way back down in the opposite direction, going to this negative 27 extension every single time. This is just experience that I've seen every single time.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's
All
good
right.
to know, bro. It's gonna take a time to see it, and it's gonna take time to practice this Fibonacci. But I've seen this done so many times. So when it does pull back, you want to we looking for it to pull back to this 500 level. But when
Mhm.
it pull back to this 38, and this because we know that the 38 is a powerful level, right?
Yeah.
That's a good fib level. When it's 38 couldn't get past the 23, which is supposed to go to the 27, which is above the zero. When it couldn't get past this 23, and you see how many times it got touched, boom, boom, boom. Even here, boom, boom. And then even during the time of New York, shot all the way back up here and couldn't even get past it. I'm taking that sell, right? Boom, especially after seeing this. So
That's how you would change your bias. All
change
right.
my bias. It showed me. So look, my Fibonacci would have been like there. I'm still looking at this 500 level. During the time of the opening of New York, which is the 7 o'clock, we are what up under this 11, right?
Mhm.
We was up under. You see, we broke up under 11 right here. That automatically tells me that this bias is starting to change. Right here, we get a push down, but it came right back up. We closed up under and pushed down, came right back up, pushed this floating around of it. We didn't really see no break up under the 11, right? These last few days. Right here, we seen a break up under 11, right? Couple candlesticks. But like right here, before 7 o'clock even started, we had a break, stay up under, stay up under. So I'm like, okay, we gotta go back up to give us a retest somewhere. Could you have possibly took the entry when it hit this? Let me see. Hit this 11. Hit the stop loss for 500 pips, which didn't get hit. You see,
Mhm.
it didn't get
You
hit.
you wouldn't wait for the break of 500 to confirm the downtrend.
You could, but like for
Oh, okay.
myself,
You just
like
wait on the test of the EMA.
yeah, I could.
All right.
I like to get in at the EMA or the moving averages because it could sometimes keep you from being in so much drawdown. For me, I
That
could
is
have.
true, and you get more pips too.
Yeah, you get more pips and it keeps you from drawdown. But this is safe trading, waiting for it to break up under the 500 level, seeing the candlestick that broke up under, and then once it pulled back to the 500, take the trade, take the sell, stop loss goes, 5,000 pips or 6,000, whatever. This is safe trading. This is more confirmation slash great trading, really. I'm not gonna lie to you. But for myself, I'm looking for this 23 to get retested, or I'm looking for this 11-minute moving average to show some rejection. Even if
Mhm.
I had took it, this is why I preach a good stop loss, because as soon as it hit this 11, my stop loss is going for 5,000, which came close. Or like I say, I teach everybody else to put it at 6,000 and be safe. Now you understand why I use that 5 to 6,000, because it give it room. If you had put it at 4,000, you would hit your stop loss, but actually winning your direction. See what I'm saying? So now I can put it at 5 or 6,000 pips. Don't have to worry about it. And now, since I think that the trend is changing, TP would go where?
5-3.
Yep. Boom. So overall, like you said, especially after waiting on this confirmation bearish candlestick, once this mug closed, I didn't. This is probably when I probably would have been like on. You remember we was talking about them stacking?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably when I probably would have looked to take a new entry because we're not that far apart from each other. And after seeing this strong bearish candlestick, we've been floating around the body. We have not been above the body all day. So I would have been like, okay, I know from 500 to 300 is the overall trade that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Boom, took a little, like I said, I probably would have used half the entry that I had taken up here. So still great trading, no matter where you had to this trade, whether you took it at the 11, whether you took it at the 23, whether you waited for 5 to get broken and then it pulled back to 5. Now I have my stop loss. All these are winning trades. We're floating up under 11 moving averages again. Even when, like I said, I like to get in at 11. So look, boom, we pull back to these movement averages, take a sell up here versus taking it 500. So many ways, so many styles.
So what EMA you said you wait on the retest because we said you go to the 1 minute. What EMA
so on
you
the
wait on the retest
minute,
for the 1 minute?
On a 1 minute is shoot, I just messed up. On a 1 minute is 9.
9, got you.
So
All right.
yeah, on a 1 minute is 9. Let me see if I can try to find this. Yeah. Oh shoot. Hold on, let me.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. Just take your time.
Okay, let me see where was that. So yeah, on a 1 minute it's 9, but on higher time frames it's 11.
Got you. All right.
Yeah, the 11 is flowing. The 11 works great on H1 and H4. Usually, if we're up under it, it's going to just continue to flow up under it. And if it breaks above it, is sometimes pull back to it and then continue to float. On 1 minute, on 1 minute, it's the 9. That's I use more for confirmation. This mug took us all the way back. I wanted to show you. I don't even know what date it was.
It was February something. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Oh man.
You said it was in February. It didn't even go on a line to go out of
Nah, sorry, bro.
Yeah, so you
I don't
see
think it's gonna take you back there.
Yeah, it stopped letting you go.
That's all right.
Exactly. So yeah, but yeah, on I could show you a little bit. This 9 is powerful as far as just using it at some of these levels. Matter of fact, since we're talking about this 9, let me show you some more confirmation, which is going to improve your trading and it's going to help you to know when to actually enter these markets. Let me see if I can find it this low. So we're using 900 level. Marketing, get to it and in touch. So we probably just left this alone. Let me see if I can find another level. Next level will be
31 or 32,100.
Yeah, 32,100. Mm.
33,100. All right.
Yeah. So this is perfect example right here. This is perfect. This is why I'm showing you this 9, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is something I'm gonna have to make a new video and just throw it on YouTube because a lot of people, like I say, bro, it doesn't matter, bro. When you enter, even if you enter here at 300 and you put your stop loss, oh damn, it does matter. But if you put it for 6,000 pips,
yeah.
I mean, it didn't get touched right here.
Nah, you're right.
But like most of the time, you don't have to worry about it, right? But like I get a lot of people like, bro, like when do I enter? I'm gonna have to make a video about this because this is how I look at it. When as we approaching this 300 level, we know that's a key level. What do we see as far as this non-moving average?
Price is above it.
We above it.
And it keeps retesting it.
Yeah, yes, we keep retesting it. We're above it. Nothing is truly breaking this non-moving average, right? So as we approaching this non-moving average, when we hit this non-moving average, I mean when we hit this 300, right? So right here we first hit it right here, right? Where are we as far as above or below this nine?
So below it.
We are above it, right?
No, I'm sorry. Price is above it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so why in the world would I look to take a sale yet? Don't get me wrong. It'll be a few. I would say because I back tested this. It'll be like nine. I mean, it'd probably be like 2 out of 10 times where it actually would hit this. Like I say, 2 out of 10 would actually hit the 300, even though we're above the nine and just takes off in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But there's multiple times where if we're above this non-moving average and it's approaching our key areas, our flats, it's going to continue to go, bro. Let it flow. And you know how I talked about how if we already looking for the sell, if we're looking at sell this market from there to there, but as we approaching the 300, we really want to get good entries up inside of here, just above it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Why? Better our risk to reward. If we're already knowing that we're going to sell at this 300, especially looking at this, we're above the nine. Wait until you see some candles, some bearish momentum. Look at this strong bearish candle. See what I'm saying? We broke up under the nine right here. We broke up under the nine, retested it. Now my entry, let me delete it because I want to show you. We broke up under the nine. Let me delete this. We broke up under the nine with this bearish, bearish candlestick. Now, as we retesting, now my entry is up here versus it taking it exactly at the 300. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is just more confirmation. You know how you talked about how previous when we was on H1, you said, can you just wait for a candlestick to break up under the 500 and then go back and retested it?
Yeah.
This is smart trading right here, right? Waiting for this nine to get broken or show some strong bearish candlesticks. Once it showed that first bearish and it came back and retested this nine, now I'm in a trade. Now I don't have to really worry about drawdown. My drawdown, even looking right, my drawdown is not,
Wow. Not even
not at
close.
all. Yeah, not even close. And this is how, like, don't get me wrong, if you wanted to be smart and stack and use that full leverage, this is when I probably would throw a one lot, on my live account, put my stop loss for, 2 or 3,000 versus putting it at 6, 7,000. Now I'm willing to lose, 3,000 right here because it's a good entry. All I did was wait on confirmation, wait for it to break. But overall, all I'm saying is if we're looking to sell from 300, if we're looking to sell from 300 to 100 anyway, and as we approaching the 300, we're floating above this non-moving average.
Yeah, there's no reason for entry.
There's no reason to take a sell yet. That's going against the market. And like I said, the better we can push above. So even if you took it up here, now you just making your risk to reward even better. You see what I'm saying? Now my stop loss goes from here, put it at 5 or 6,000. Let's just use 5.
Yeah, and I'll see why you take entries at the EMAs.
Boom. Yes. Now you see what I'm taking. So now my stop loss is down here, which didn't get touched. You see all this room didn't get touched. But that's just having an understanding that, we looking for some bearish momentum. Is it gambling? No, it's not gambling. It's just taking a better risk to reward entry versus taking it exactly at the the 300. Even like I could have said, okay, as we above, you could have did like this. Okay, we're above the non-EMA still. Okay, when I see this first bearish candlestick, boom. Soon as it closed, I'm just out of nowhere taking a sell, right? You can do that. Got the first bear. Soon as it closed, boom. Now my entry is up here, right? Stop loss go where? 5 or 6,000, somewhere up here, boom. Versus taking it exactly at the 300. Especially, I'm not taking this sell right here when we're floating above this 9. because it's just going to continue. It's going to go.
Exactly.
So like a lot of people that watch the videos, they take it exactly there. And like I said, it came close as hell. You see, 6,000 was
I see
almost
what you mean. Yeah.
boom. Why though? I wouldn't have take that sell. Wait for it to break up under this 9, or at least let it push a little bit further. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, especially when I see this 9 at MA, we're above it. You're not gonna miss that good entry. You see, a lot of people take it because they're like, oh shit, what if it just bounced off the 9, the 300? It's not gonna bounce off this 300. Like I say, 2 out of 10 times it will bounce off this 300 if we're above the 9 MA. But most likely, if we're floating above it, it's going to continue to go up a little bit more. And all that stuff all these candlesticks that you see on top, it's nothing but wicks. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing, because I'm pretty sure I haven't seen, let me show you another, I ain't gonna say trick, but another, okay, it didn't happen this time. Is all I'm doing is waiting for the next hourly candlestick to start. So another trick that I use is this. Let me delete, matter of fact, so another trick that I use is more of just being like a confirmation. I'm gonna go to H1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. This is another trick. And it's not a trick, it just come with experience, because I used to do this stupid stuff all the time, right? I used to do this, which was terrible, but I learned the hard way. So, all right. So we approaching what level? 300.
300.
As we approaching 300, what is this H1 candlestick? Look how strong as hell this bullish candlestick is.
Yeah, that should already give you an idea.
Yeah. So if this is strong as hell bullish, why in the world would I be looking to take a sell going against this strong bullish? This is nothing but screaming up, 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 up. It even went past it.
And the next candle retested 66.
Yes. My mind should be to wait. If I'm looking for the market to go from here to there, my mindset should be to wait until this next hourly candlestick starts, because I know for sure this candlestick is not going to go to this 300. After seeing all this bullish pressure, I know it's not going to wick all the way back down here to get to this this 100 level, right? This candlestick that's going bullish is not going to come all the way back down, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. You see some sloppy stuff like this. You see it's kind of, it went all the way down there and then shot all the way back up. But my mindset is not like that. I'm gonna let that one close, right? Let's look what time this is. It's 1800 on my clock. Let's just say 1800, even though it's like probably whatever it may be Eastern time. Let's just say 1800 right at the bottom. The market was going flowing strong as hell to this 300 level. Now I'm looking for a retest of this 300 level, right? Because I want to sell it. I want to wait for this next candlestick to go and retest it, and then I want to sell it all the way back down here.
Yeah.
To this next level, right? Because we're looking to sell it. There's no way this bullish pressure is not gonna go back down. So we have to wait for another candlestick to start in order to get some down pressure. So when we go to H1, right? As we approaching this 900 level, you see it was in 1800. It was that strong. You see it says 1801, 1804. I have to truly wait until 1900 start, right?
Yeah.
Because this was just too much bullish pressure. I know it's not going to go down within that same 1 hour candlestick. So when this next candlestick starts, actually started right here. Now I'm looking for a pullback back to, this 300 level. And if you watch some of my recent videos, I talk about like the 1 minute strategy. So now I want to see a pullback inside the 50 to 61.8 area. And once it come back inside this area, especially the 300 been right
and with the key level too.
Yep, with the key level right in the middle. Now I know for sure I can take this and put it for 5,000 pips. and have more confidence of this candlestick falling versus having confidence that that big bullish candlestick was going to fall. You see what I'm saying? This big bullish candlestick that was just flat out flying up is not going to fly right back down within the same hour. So I want to wait on the next hour, hoping for some bullish momentum to fall all the way back down here. Did it get back to, the 100 level? It didn't.
I mean, hit negative 27.
Yeah, it hit the 27. Yep, negative. Yep, like I said, you can either take trades like that at the negative 27, or level to level coming back down here. But even then, if you would have took this trade and put your stop loss for 5,000 pips, just trading level to level, it's still a great trade. Even though it pulled all the way back up, did it hit our TP? I mean, did it hit our stop loss? No.
Nope.
So you can see, I mean, some people probably would have been nervous as hell, like, oh shit, I gotta get out the trade. I gotta get out the trade because it's pulling back. But
no, once I'm in the trade, I'll let it rock.
Yeah, let it ride. Let it ride. Believe me, bro. I talked to my cousin about this yesterday. I was like, cuz you keep taking yourself out of trades, you have nothing to study. You gotta let trades play out. Put that stop loss and let it play out. Because now if I put my stop loss here and my stop loss go and get hit, now I have something to study. I can be like, okay, my stop loss got hit, but it actually continued to go in my same direction. That means that my entry where I entered at was too early or I'm using a tight stop loss. It's so much that you can study from a losing trade. See what I'm saying? Versus getting out the market and taking yourself out. Yeah. So now I know if my stop loss would have got hit and it continued to go up, I would be like, okay, my bias was wrong. Let trade. I ain't gonna say let trade hit your stop loss, but let it play out. Keep the confidence in whatever your overall bias is. Keep that one bias, and if it doesn't play out, now you have something to go back and study. Okay, why didn't it work? Was my entry early? Was I on the wrong side of the market? What can I do better to enter for the next time?
Quick question. You don't, for the fibs, you don't do the bearish to bullish. You just go from high to low now.
Yeah, high to high, and I don't go bearish. I mean, it still work. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay.
But like right here, for instance, I can see it with my eyes. My eyes can see it. Like boom, and then I used to preach, wait on this bullish momentum. And where did it go? To the 50.
I mean, it still went there, but I mean, it did a retrace, but
yeah, But you see the difference, how it went to the 50. I used to preach this strategy, bro, because I didn't like being in drawdown, and I was helping students who didn't have enough money to be in drawdown, right? So they was on live accounts using, $500 or $600, $1,000 at the most on US30. So we really couldn't afford to be in drawdown, right? So I have to wait for bullish momentum to pull back. Boom. Now we take it in at the 50 versus, you see here, boom. You see the difference in the entries that now, if they would have took it at the 50 right here using the top and bottom, they still would have been in a little bit of draw. Even though we're on M1, it don't really make a difference. It's just a couple pips off. But when you do use the bearish and the bull and wait for it to get to the 50, your entry would be dinner spot on. You don't have to worry about drawdown at all. See the difference?
Gotcha.
The difference in the entries.
Another question. You only trade US30 or you trade other things?
I trade US30, but like, bro, like earlier, like look at gold.
I was just looking at that today too. Look at gold.
Look at gold. What do we see? Odd flat. I mean, you don't get as many numbers, but you got, this is that 100 level. This is that 3. Let me clear it up because I was back testing it.
Yeah, I like gold, but I was gonna ask, how would you basically use the same strategy with gold?
It's the same strategy, but you got to think about the pip wise. It's different pip. Versus, So on gold, what I seen is that if you want to enter at these levels, which are key areas, you see all these wicks at these areas. What is it? That 100 level. What is this? That 300 level that we spoke about on US30. the 500 level, pushed off of it. But as far as the pips and risk to reward for myself, what I was thinking about is using a 25. I don't even want to say this, but I'm thinking about start putting 25 lots on it, which is OD. But
That's a lot of money.
yeah, which is OD. Let's just say one lot, bro. Or
Yeah.
let's say two lots, just a normal two lot, right? You have to put your stop loss on gold for at least 4,000 pips. I mean 400 pips, right? So you put your stop loss for 400 pips, which doesn't get touched majority of the time, which is what I was just back testing. Put your stop loss at these levels. Put your stop loss for 400 pips. And then TP goes where? Next level for 2,000 pips. So it's like
$2,000 basically.
so yeah, that's basically a 1 of 5. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
nice.
if you just trade at these levels, it's a 1 of 5. Same thing with here. Came back and then look at this moving average. What is it? The same moving average that we was just using on US30. 11. We're on H4 though. But like I said, I keep it on H. So H4, we came back to, you know, our key area, which is the 500 level, 18.5. The two numbers in front don't mean nothing, but we have the 550 level. Take the trade, and this is not even scaling down. This is just taking those trades at these levels, right? Took the trade at the level. Stop loss, a good stop loss on gold would be 400 pips. TP go where? And that's another thing with gold. It didn't go to full 2,000 pips. You see, it went close to like 1950. But like I said, don't be greedy, bro. Like you taking all these pips, like at least trail your stop. You see what I'm saying? So once you start to
Same
break
thing
around
with
1,500,
gold on the. I'm sorry. What you say?
same thing with you. The strategy that
No, what I said was, with gold, you do the same thing with the daily, like wick to wick. Same thing.
yeah, you can
Okay.
do the same thing, bro. You can do the same thing with gold. It works as well, bro. Any market works with this daily strategy, bro. But don't get me wrong, it might look sloppy and whatnot, because a lot
Yeah,
of
because gold is sloppy.
yeah, gold is sloppy, and like, but like, look at this. You see it all the time. The body is right here. But as far as the levels, remember we was using the levels. This is something that won't work because the next level will be 500 up here. I haven't truly got down into gold to see, you know,
How it operates.
yeah, I haven't really
Yeah.
seen. This is just using the odd flat numbers, but I'm pretty sure you can find some levels inside of here. Probably be like, so like
Maybe in 100 pip increments.
probably I was, if anything, I would say odd. So I mean even numbers. So it'd be like 40, 60. So like,
80. Yeah.
yeah. So like even if we're using the odd 50 strategy, so it'd be 350, right? Which didn't get hit. And then the next one would be 550, which is all the way up here. You see how the odd 50s doesn't work?
Yeah, but the way you already have it, it seems like
Yes,
the
bro.
odds they already work
That's what I'm
better than
saying.
yeah.
So it's the flat numbers, so odd flat numbers. So to be boom. And then like you can just hold these trades. Look at all these trades that I was going back and studying.
Yo, that's hella bread.
Hella bread. Look, what do we do? Came to the 100 level. We also are aware of retesting what? This 11 moving average.
Yep.
So take it. Boom. Stop loss goes 400 pips. 400 is kind of far, but it gives it enough room. Like I said, if we're using just a two lot, TP go where? Next level for 2,000 pips. So that's, if you put in just two lots on gold, you risking what 2 times 4 is $800 to make what to make what $4,000. So you risking $800 to make $4,000, which is great. I do that shit every single day. See what I'm saying? Down here, what do? We touch what? The 500 level. Stop loss go where?
500. No, I'm 40. My bad. 400.
Yeah, 400. TP go where? Next level. Boom, that's another winning trade. See what I'm saying? These levels, it's levels, it's levels to this, it's levels to it. You can hit it. Look, went back up here. Boom. Take a sell. Stop loss go where?
400.
400. TP go where? Next level. Boom. Another winning trade.
Those are to the right. Those are trades that you took.
Nah, these not like I said. This was just I literally was back testing gold because I have a lot of students that ask me about different other pairs, and I was like, my mind just been on US30, but I was like, all right, let me back test and see what's going on. See if
You could go over some of those.
Yeah, we can go over some of these entries.
Yeah, to the right. Just wanna.
So yeah, so all I did was just go and see which ones were, at first when I was doing it, I was like, okay, I know that these levels are key now because you see as like if I zoom back out, like I was just showing you previously,
Exactly.
levels was hit. So I know it's those levels. So now I just had to find a proper stop loss because I was at first I was using 200, and you see as when we use 200, it kept getting hit. So I was like, okay, now I have to push it for probably double that, which would be 400. I tried 300, but 300 was getting hit here and there a little bit. So I was like, okay, 400. I'm not going no more than 500 because the more you open up your stop loss, the more you have to cut down your lot size.
Yeah.
See, so and then like I said for myself earlier, I was using 25 pips. So if you take 25 times 400, that gives you $10,000 that you would be losing each time, right? Which is for myself, that's cool. I have over $100,000 in my live account, right? Even on US30, sometimes I put like 2 lots on there because like for myself, like I say, I'm risky, bro. But like if I have anything, even when I was on my funded account, if I have over $100,000 in my account, especially live, I'm risking $10,000 a day. I
Yeah,
know.
that's a fact.
And now I could put and like when I'm using it on US30, if I have like if I'm on my live account, I'm on US30 and I use a 1 lot, my stop loss is going for the 50 pips. So I'm risking $5,000 per lot. You see what I'm saying? But the reward is great because I'm using a 1 lot, I'm gaining $20,000.
That's what I'm saying. You could turn
That's
100,000 to a million real quick.
Exactly. So when I was back testing, I'm like, all right, I have a lot of my account. If I had a smaller account, believe me, I wouldn't have been trying to use 25, but like the reward was 50 bins every single time.
Crazy.
So 50 bins, just waiting on these levels to get touched is great. And majority of the time, yes, it's $10,000, but majority of the time, that $10,000 won't even get hit. Like this is a winning trade. This is a winning trade. This was a winning trade. All I'm doing was just waiting. And there'll be times where you can just cut that, put it at 200. But like just put it at that 4 and take the loss. If it get hit, oh well. We know
When
that.
it comes to break even, once you see your trade is going in your direction very quickly, you would put a break even, or how would you do that?
How I like to do it, which is kind of dangerous. So and I have to be super confident because in all honestly, we only look at from level to level, right? But especially on US30, if I see that we push and we hit our level. So say for instance, we came close to hitting it. So say for instance, we came close to hitting it, but my mindset is that it can get to this next level. I try to put it halfway. So that way, if it do push back and go to you can use the Fib because the Fib will show you 50% of whatever level to level. So the Fib, hold on, gotta make sure the Fib is lined up.
Well, look, continuation 23.
Exactly, continuation. Look, bro, you got it, bro. You finna start making more money than me.
Nah, I'm not there yet. I got a funded account right now. I need to win one more trade. So hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm on phase 1 though. So
you good. Who you with? Who you using?
Funded Trader.
Funded Trader? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, because they do 90% payouts and shit. Like they putting pressure on all the other competitors. Yeah. That's why everybody else have to change their parameters and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of fun accounts are trying to compete against each other. But yeah, man, you should be good. Even if you, like I said, if you just trade at these levels, you should be great, bro.
Yeah.
Especially from all this knowledge that I'm sharing with you today, bro. There's no way you should be losing any trades unless you just over leveraging or taking wrong trades, right? But yeah, as far as setting break even, break even, break even. Don't get me wrong. If this bullish candlestick right here took off like the way it did, then now I'm putting my stop loss right there at break even, or not even at break even, just a little bit above it. You see, because I'm not trying to lose no money regardless. You see what I'm saying? And then when it
Yeah.
closes all the way up here, now it's going to break even. When this, if this 500 level get hit, and I'm kind of confident that it can go to the 700 level, now I start to push my stop loss for at least 50, which you see this one, it probably would have took me out, right? But majority of the time, it shouldn't push all the way back to the 50 level. It would probably push to like the 38 or like the 23 like it did and continue to go up. This one gave us a long ass wick all the way back down to the 50. Probably would have hit my stop loss as far as stop loss that was in profit. Then it went to the next level, right? But that's basically how I do it, bro.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um.
these levels, and this is one of the ones that didn't work. You see how we got back down to the level. I put the stop loss for 400 pips, and you see how it went wicked all the way below that 400. It wicked below that 400, which means our stop loss would have got touched, but then you see it closed all the way back up here. You see it?
Yep.
So, not saying that I probably would have re-entered, but you possibly could have tried to re-enter as a hit and then take it to the next level. These were winning trades. Came all the way down. Take it. Take the buy. TP got smacked.
Hey,
Also,
can you hear me?
oh,
Hold on. I gotta put this on speaker because
you good.
my phone was dying. Hold
You good.
on. Hello.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. All right, I hear you now. You
All right,
good?
but yeah. So yeah, all I was just showing is just some of the trades that back testing that I was doing because I don't trade go, but these levels are so they work so great. So right here, you put the stop loss for 400 pips. It worked. You see, from there to next level, it got
Yep.
smacked right there. Since we still up under this 11, you could have possibly looked to take the sale as well. Stop loss goes 400 pips. TP got smacked. This is where it didn't work. You see, I have the X
Mm-hmm.
because stop loss is at 400. You see how it went wick below,
Yeah.
and then it just didn't work right there either. You see that long ass wick, it didn't work. But up here, this is a more confirmation. We had a big bearish
Mm-hmm.
candlestick, and then as it's pushing back to the level, take it. Stop loss goes where 500. 400, which didn't get touched. TP go next level, even though it went into the next week. Took some time to get there. It got there.
I could tell that gold would be more of a swinging type of pair because
Yeah,
obviously on a 4 hour.
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna test gold more of a swing type, but
yeah,
obviously US30 is gonna be a daily thing because US30 bring opportunities every day.
yeah. Another thing is like as far as the fib, it still worked. So this is
Mm.
another thing. So level to level, where do we want to take trades at?
50.
50. So but I mean, this is an easier one, but like we already should expect for this one to go. Why? Because we closed up under 11. We pushed back up and then we came back down. So now that we came back down up under this 11, we also are what floating around a 66 moving average. So any sell inside of this range would have been great, right? But as far as stop loss, yeah, stop loss is kind of out
Yeah,
there.
you would have been good.
Yeah, you would have been good. That's a good trade and just let it run. TP would have been here, next level. So that's why I say I try to only trade at these levels versus trying to trade inside the 50 or
In the
60.
middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd rather just gain that whole 20,000 around here 2,000 versus trying to take a sell and try to hold it to this next level. You see how it shot all the way back up.
Mm-hmm.
See, you don't want to do that. But could you have possibly got in and got out? Yes. Got the 1,000 pips and get out. Scalp the market. It worked. This week we was clearly in a downtrend, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
This market
Yesterday or
closed.
whatever.
Yep. This market closed right here. And now it's pushing down. You're another thing, like, bro, let me show you. So damn, I'm finna delete a lot of stuff. But it's
If you don't want to do it, it's fine.
nah, you good, because I want to show you the stuff that I was talking about earlier, as far as
Okay.
how he's looking at that stuff on the daily, seeing what the daily did.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the same exact thing for the weekly. And I don't want you to get confused,
That's
because
fine.
the weekly can, sometimes confuse you. See all these, especially on this pair is trash. But like it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff. So um it's the same stuff as far as the weekly. This is how you can catch an overall big move. So market started right here and ended. Where did it end? It ended right here, but I'm gonna draw it out. I'm gonna pull it out. Boom. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
now if we go to the weekly, you see how it covers that whole body.
Yep.
So now it ended bearish. So what do we expect for this next candlestick to do?
Pull into the area.
Yeah, we expect it for the pullback inside the body and what? We
Close
bearish.
past the low.
Yep, past this low of the last week. So all I did was just do it on the H4, which is the same stuff as just doing it on a weekly, right? Just bigger time frame. We was practicing it on a daily. Like I say, bro, you can use this strategy on it don't matter what period it is. Most of the time it goes back inside the body, find an area, and then go. Now, as far as levels though,
1810. Yep. Wow, that's crazy.
boom. See what I'm saying? It
That's
went a little
crazy.
bit above it and below it. And as far as trying to use our stop loss, we probably would have got wicked out. Let me see. So our stop loss would have been 400. So about right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would have worked had we not took it too early. See, because over here,
What time was that candle? That first one right there.
this one.
Yeah.
So it opens at 6. So this probably would have been like around 10 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
Well,
So I wouldn't even be looking at that anyway.
yeah, we don't. That's the opening of the whole week. Like you don't even want to. But like, look at this 9 o'clock. This 9 o'clock on the candlestick is that a London time, which is great, right? Because London, gold moves fast during London sometimes. So
Yeah.
London, we start to see this. We could have been in. Matter of fact, we also forgot to draw the fib. Top wick, bottom wick. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. So now my entry
Crazy.
would have been at the 50. Where do we like to take trades? So at the 50 is 61. So overall, this weekly, which is kind of dangerous because usually when you're trying to look for a weekly trade and entry, you have to be able to experience a big enough drawdown. But like this would have been a perfect entry, right? Taking it at this 50. Now that we took it at this 50, stop loss would have been like this, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
would hit. TP could have been where? So many areas. I ain't even gonna cap. Like you could have put the TP 900, or you could have had the TP going to the 27 extension on the fib overall.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been from there to this 27 extension for 1,000 pips, or you could have held it from this level because we expected for it to break this level. Why? Why are we expecting for it to break this 900 level?
Because you already from the zone that you already drew out, you basically expecting bearish momentum.
We expecting for bearish momentum, right? But why? Like, yeah, you said it right. Remember on the weekly, if we're expecting for this one to go bearish, it has to break through the yesterday low.
Yeah.
Or the last week's low, since we're on a weekly. On a daily, it would have been like yesterday low, but like since we were looking at the weekly candle, we expecting for it to break that low. So on H4, this is that low. So we could have been holding this trade anywhere up here, or we could have took it at this level. Even though we could have got out at this, the 900 level, which is the next level, which is for that 2000, we could
Yeah.
have held it. Why? Because we're expecting for this last week's low to get broken.
Yeah.
So really a TP could have been right here for at the next, the next 700 level for 4,000 pips. And then it makes sense because the 27 extension is right here. So I truly would have been out the market. That's enough for me for the whole week, honestly. Even though it kept pushing, I'm done. See what I'm saying?
All right.
Stuff, it works, bro. You can back test it on any pair. As far as trading that type of style, you see it's different styles. Seeing, what the yesterday did on a daily, just seeing.
I'll definitely do the daily instead of the weekly because obviously you're gonna have to require more money.
Yeah,
Weekly.
the daily but the daily is tougher on gold because we don't truly know these lower. You see, if we doing it on the daily, so it opened right there, it closed right here. We don't really know the levels inside of here yet. See what I'm saying?
It may hit 70.
I mean 70, yeah. So 70 is the level, right? So you could have really took it at 70, right? Got out. Next level would have been 500. So yeah, you could have had a winning day trading that daily. Boom. See what I'm saying? It would have been a good day.
Nas 100 would be the same numbers as US30, the odds again, right? Like
Most like
11,100, 11,300.
yeah, I think those levels. Let me see. I literally not go to no other pair other than US30, but we can try and look at it. Nas. I have never tried it on Nas, so we can see.
All right.
And
Because I figured since US30 and Nas is kind of similar, they're both based on the United States and companies and stuff like that. It would
so Nas, it'll be right. It'll be 500, right? Let me make sure. And then next level will be 7. Yeah, I haven't tried it on Nas, but I'm pretty sure it probably still work. These odd flat numbers.
I can already tell.
Yeah, but it's starting. It's just for Nas. What I'm starting to see is that it pushed past it. It pushed past it a lot. I'm not sure what the pip count is, or if it's more than US30. Because some of these
US30 is what I know it is US30 will, let's say you had the same TP like 2,000 or 20,000, it will take longer on Nas. Basically on US30 it'll hit it quickly. On Nas it will take longer.
Yeah, so probably about half, I would say, because on US30 that'd probably be like 17,000 pips. So yeah, let me look at the bottom real quick as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's pushing way more.
Yeah, let me see what the level is real quick. So it's still 20,000, but so a good TP. Oh yeah, I think I'm on. I don't even want to see, but like, so a stop loss. So what are we using 5,000 on? So on here it'd probably be 10,000.
Yeah, it's probably not even worth it. You might have to check out maybe odd fit, maybe like 750, 950.
Yeah. So yeah.
Or the evens, as a matter of fact.
Or what a good trade on here would probably be taking out the 500 level. Because right now, so we'd be risking 10,000, which is probably so 10. I don't know if it's true, bro, because I never looked at it. But like on US30, if we had one of these odd flats, we put our stop loss for 5,000 pips, right? But on here, it looks like it'll have to be probably double because it moves slower, if that makes sense, or it's less pips. So putting it at 10,000 pips on Nas is the same amount as putting a stop loss for 5,000 on US30.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, that's what it's looking like, bro. So we would take the sell, and you know how in US30 we look to catch 20,000 pips. That 20,000 pips on here would have to be double for 40,000 pips.
Oh, okay, that's what's going on.
So yeah, that's what it's looking like, bro. Because not saying that US30. I just feel like US30 moves faster than Nas.
No, that's a fact.
So yeah, so instead of putting it at 5,000 pips for risking that $1,500 or whatnot, if you depending on your lot size, or let's just use a one lot. So instead of risking, I'm not sure if it holds true. I'm gonna see, but like US30, we would put our stop loss for 5,000 pips, risking $5,000, right? If we're using a one. On here, I think if you use a one lot and put your stop loss for 10,000 pips, I think you'll still be just losing $5,000, if that makes sense, because we have. I'm gonna test it out, but I think this is what holds true. And then instead of looking for that $20,000 on US30 for a 20,000 pip move, it'll have to push for 40,000 in order to get
the same amount.
Yeah, to get the same amount, which is cool because that's what. And like I say, all we did was just take out the 500 level, so it'd be probably three. It'd be 3, 7, and 1 that really hold weight. Oh, shit. That'll probably confuse everybody though as well, because each week it'll probably be different levels. Bro, I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty sure I got it just by looking at it right now. So it'd be these levels that really matter. So once we get to these levels, you take the trade, stop loss for 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 pips, which is basically half of, about the same as US30 putting it for 5,000 pips. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. So like, but overall, this could possibly help because I heard since they moved the same, and since we like say for instance we coming back up to hit the 700 level, which we know is a powerful level on nines, we can be getting ready on US30 to be able to look for a good sell and opportunity. Now let's not confuse ourselves. Let's just stick to the numbers because these flat numbers really do make sense. So no matter what time frame you're on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on Nas, it's these levels. And on US30, it's just adding all of the levels. So odd flat numbers. So that's what it looks like. It makes sense. So it makes super sense because look, we broke through it right here, and all these levels came and retested it.
Yep.
And then it fell again. Even down here, and you see it we broke above it, retested it, even went all the way up, came back, retested it, then shot that. Once it came all the way up here, what did it do? Drop all the way. This is just where the big moves are happening at these levels. Perfect up here. Shot through all the way down, came back to retest, continue going. They wicked up a little bit, but
Would have been good.
Stop loss go for 10,000 up on Nas, and then shot all the way back down. So yeah, proper risk to reward and putting it at 10,000, you'll be killing this market as well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the Fibonacci, the Fib, works. So yeah, it do.
Wow.
So
Going into the area too.
yeah, so as we pushed out this,
61.
yeah, so as we pushed out to 700 level, we had bullish momentum, came back down to where it's at our 50 to 61.8. Yeah, it's yeah, now it's these levels, bro. These levels skipping. You gotta skip one level and go to the next level. So right here we skipped the 900. Right here we skipped the 500. So hit the 700, came back down for the retest. Took an entry somewhere inside of here. Stop loss goes 10,000 pips.
Yeah, wow. And that time it didn't even get close.
Yeah, it didn't even get close. And like I said, sometimes you know you don't depend like US30. Sometimes you don't have to put it for the full 5,000 or 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it is. On here, it look like it's a lot of opportunities where you can just put it at 5,000 or 6,000 and just let it flow. Next level. So if we took the buy right here, the next level will be where up here. Boom. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll mess around, be trying to get out before that. Or like I say, we on US30, we looking for that 20,000 pip move. On here is 40,000 pips. So once it get to this 40,000 right here, I'm looking to get out. Boom. Could have held it to the next level, but yeah, I'm getting out at 40,000 pips. Boom. Yeah.
All right.
I'll just go ahead and look at some more of these to see, because I have not looked at a Forex pair. GBP. Let me look at this one because I had some guy tell me he want to start trading.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, JPY. I used to trade that solely, but I guess I didn't really know the whole ins and outs about it. So I've been
yeah,
just like trying to choose what pair to master.
yeah. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tried this strategy on this. I'm just plotting these numbers because I feel like these numbers are basically the strategy, right? So these numbers are key. And as far as risk to reward on this one, I haven't truly tried it as well. But you start to see it kind of
I can already tell.
it works, but you can see that it sometimes go past it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
which is hold true for GBP because it's a sloppy pair. I tried to trade this back in the past, and to me it was just too sloppy. The wicks are crazy, especially on M. Look at all these wicks on M5,
Oh,
M1.
more.
I don't like this pair. I don't like this pair. This is the reason why I threw this pair to the side because yes, you can make profit. Back when I was trading currency, but it just was trashy to me. So, but if you trading
Yeah.
it long term and using these levels, I'm pretty sure you probably could catch big trades and just let it flow as far as like swing trading. You can't, it's really impossible to swing trade US30 because you have a nervous breakdown rack, you be a nervous wreck. But as far as trading some of these currency pairs, yeah, you could have like seen this pullback, and then once it pulled back here, stop loss goes for at least 400 to 500, depending on what your account size balance is, and just let it flow to the next level. Boom. But these levels do hold true, as you see right here.
Yeah.
See it, boom. And we would have been looking for a buy this week anyway because we're floating above this 11. So if anything, we would have been trying to take buys inside of here. Probably pulled out the fib. Like I said, 23 continuation.
Wow.
Wick down here, and we also near the 11 moving average.
Yeah.
You're already floating above it. So once it came down here to the 23, boom, hold it. What's the next level? Up here, 24,000 pips made.
Nice.
I don't want to seem like I'm speaking Spanish or nothing, bro. You see what I'm saying, though, right?
Nah, you went to pairs that you don't
Yeah.
really, fuck with anymore, and you kind
Right.
of already using the same strategy, and it seems like,
Yeah, I
it
don't.
seems like
That's what
it's
I'm
holding
saying.
true.
Yeah, so like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the stuff that I'm really putting on YouTube is what a lot of mentors and stuff are holding back. I said
I
that
wonder why.
because don't get me wrong. I mean, I kind of feel like that in a way, but those people that you see making money, they struggled for years on top of years of how to figure this stuff out. So to just to be giving it out for free, it's like when somebody say, you have to earn it.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to earn it, they get to charge you. Let's put it like this, bro. I had a couple people. Matter of fact, you know who James Storm is? I had some people. I had this dude. He paid James Storm $5,000, right? To get his mentorship, and they did one call, and then after that, he's just trying to reach out to dude, and he never responded months
Wow.
after months, and then his James Storm rep or somebody or like somebody else responded for James, and it was just he just felt like he just got done over. He's like, bro, you get on. He said, I paid you $250 to get on the call with you, and you have broke down more information than I did when I spent 5,000. So
And
all it is like, not saying that Q Bank, you know who Q is, Q Banks.
yeah, I know Q. All those big US30 traders, I know them.
Yeah. So like, I'm not saying that they are hiding information. It's more of they have put the work in to understand what's going on to the point where they would rather charge you for their time and they rather charge you a lot of money. Like, I think to get on a call with some of these big, it's like 25,000, 15,000, 10,000, just to get their type of strategy that they don't publicize and put out there. For me, they're doing the same stuff, bro. I'm pretty sure they are. Have I confirmed it with anybody? No. Do I even care? No. As long as I know it, I'm cool. But I put the stuff out there for free, and if somebody who has an ear to really listen to it, they can really benefit off of it, right? So that's the only reason I do it. Like, because I don't care about the money. We all make money. But did it take me to lose thousands and thousands of dollars just to understand what this market is showing me? Yes, it took me, bro. I'm on this chart, especially now. I mean, back in the day, I was on this chart till my eyes fall off, bro. Literally, I haven't worked in over a year. Like, this is all I do. And like a couple months ago, I was like a year and a half and only missed like 4 or 5 days of not being on the charts. And when I am on the charts, I was on the charts for 4+ hours. My girlfriend get mad at me sometimes because I'll be on the charts.
Nah, you gotta get this money.
Exactly. That was my whole mindset. I was working for corporate and making $75,000 salary, but every day that I was going to work, I was still on the charts behind two monitoring screen. I keep whatever, because I worked in safety. I have the charts on this screen and have, whatever I need to do. Somebody come around, boom, minimize it. And, but I was studying my ass off because I knew it was possible to really make bread off of just trading, and I wouldn't have to work for nobody else. So I took full advantage of it, and I'm just now starting to really reap the fruits of my labor. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man. It's really worth it, bro. And never put a timestamp on anything, because I had times when I was up and I thought I knew trading the ins and out and got $68,000 swiped out of my account within.
Oh man.
So yeah, man, just keep at it, bro. Don't give up on it. If I was to tell anybody, don't
I've been
give
through
up.
so much already. There's really no reason to give up now. I've done this for almost 2 years. Why the hell would I stop now?
Yeah, bro.
I just threw all that information away.
Yep, don't stop and go back and do this stuff that I'm showing you, bro. Your mind, your eyes, and everything to start to click, and you have better proper risk to reward. You start to see depending on what pair you're in. Like, bro, it's possible, bro. Don't give up on it. That's all I want you to know, man. Especially with the stuff that I'm sharing. Basically, that what $250, you gonna make that back, shit, overnight or within one trade. So continue to do what you got to do, bro, to help your family out, help yourself out, and use these numbers, man. Pay attention. If I had advice for any upcoming trader, I would tell them to pay attention to these numbers. Don't listen to all that support and resistance stuff. I don't, get me wrong. Support and resistance is key of trading, but support and resistance are these numbers off to the right.
Exactly.
These are the support and resistant areas. A lot of traders who are making money, they don't say that. They just say, "Hey, we have support right here on a daily. We have support right there." They know.
Yo, that's a fact.
They know those numbers that resistance are at. Yeah, bro. They know, bro. They just not sharing it with everybody, because if they share it, then
What I
everybody.
don't like is if I'm gonna pay somebody a big amount, you gotta tell me everything. Why are you withholding information after I already paid you?
Exactly, bro.
Not right.
I had people, like I said about Q. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of Q. That's the only person I truly watch and look up to. He the reason I really started just trading US30 because I had that feeling of one day I'm gonna be just like him or as great as him. So that's the only person I truly looked up to. But like, bro, I have people who was a part of his course told me they've been a part of it for 3 years and they watched all his videos and still didn't learn nothing.
Really?
Yes, I personally have an account with Wall Street
Wall Street.
Academy. Yeah, and I watched it, a couple because you got to realize I already knew how to trade before I even purchased that. I was just like, I just want to see how his course is. It was like during like Thanksgiving or something, and I was like, I just want to see. Watched a few of his videos, this and that, but I was like, man, I'm not really getting a lot of knowledge. For him, he explained a lot of stuff on a monthly. So he look at the monthly, then he look at the weekly, and then he look at the day. He's just doing a lot of bigger time frame analysis, and then start taking trades based off of H1 or H4, and he like taking trades on M30. For a lot of other people who are doesn't have big accounts like he do, they can't hold trades that long, or they can't be in
I was
drawdowns.
just gonna say that.
Yeah. So what I did is take the knowledge that I have and share how to, the M1 strategy that I put on YouTube, how to take trades and not be in drawdown. Or now I-50 strategy on US30, how to take trades at just those levels instead of trying to catch, huge moves like he do. See? But it's all gonna pay off, bro. I don't want to knock him off or seem like I'm hating or anything. It's not,
Nah.
bro. I want to just put the truth. This is the truth, bro. It's these levels that people know about that they don't share. See what I'm saying? How many times it was retest, and then when you trade in Forex pairs, you see a lot of patterns. You see more patterns on Forex pairs versus trading US30. So a lot of people talk about the patterns and they share a lot of information as far as like different divergence and stuff like that, bro. Which is cool, but I don't really pay it no mind. So yeah, bro, you got any more questions or you good about
Nah.
anything? I feel like I showed you a
I
lot.
pretty much. I mean, you pretty much hit a lot of points today. That daily shit really opened my eyes.
Yeah,
Um, with the direction, that's really what I really needed most of my help with. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna look at this video multiple times,
yeah,
back test, and let's see what happens tomorrow.
for sure, bro. Just keep, like I said, don't give up on it, man. Keep going at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, man. If that's it,
All
man.
right, man. Listen, I